So good morning again. We are on now with Mr. Shantanu S Sirsath, Technical Head India for GROWATT. And GROWATT is now being a leading player, specifically a global number one into residential PV sector and number three for the inverter brand throughout the world, right? So Antanuji, you are basically heading the technical part into this, and we have seen that many of the industries has evaluated, many brands has evaluated into this. So, what do you feel? What has to be taken care while we select the product?
So yes, hello everyone. So when we are talking about any solar plant, so basically inverter forms the heart of any system because it is only the active component that is in the solar power plant, which is giving you all the data related with your AC as well as the DC power. So whenever you are going for the selection of any inverter for a power plant, the major criteria that you need to look for is the first is the what is the service availability of that particular product, because once the product is being installed, we need to take care of that particular product for the next 20 to 25 years. So whenever you are selecting any product, the first thing you need to take care is that how is your service support. Now, if I'm talking about GROWATT, so this year in REI itself, we are celebrating our 10 years presence in the Indian market. So, right from 2012 to 2022, now we are one of the earlier entrants into the solar industry in India. And we have successfully completed 10 years, and definitely we will be going forward with that. So that particular what we can say, the image that we are having to be have the presence in the Indian market for 10 years without any issue, it makes a lot of difference. Other than that, if you're talking about the technicality, so as we are the number one, you can say the inverter provider in the residential segment for the last 2 to 3 years, and in India itself, we are having a major stake for the residential projects. We are having a market share of more than 18%. So the product in the technical part also plays a very important role. So we are having a wide range of inverters starting from 1 kilowatt up to 125 kilowatt for the residential and you can say the commercial and industrial applications also. So when we are selecting any product, the longevity of the product or the lifespan of the product plays a very important role. So the products that we have designed are designed for a lifespan of more than 20 years. So once you have installed your power plant, you don't need to take care for the product for the next 20-25 years. Along with that, we are complying with all the certifications that are required globally as well as for the Indian market. We are having our BIS certification that is now mandatory to import the inverters for the Indian market. We are having all the BIS certification for all the products that we are offering for the Indian market. So this has basically kept us apart from most of our competitors.
So coming apart to the BIS approvals and other thing, are we still manufacturing that product in China, or do we have any plans to manufacture this into Indian market?
Uh, in 2020, in China itself, we came up with a new manufacturing facility, and we have ramped up our production from 5 gigawatt to 20 gigawatt per year. And it's just we will be completing 2 years with our new manufacturing facility. Talking about India, yes, India has always been a strategic partner for us, and we are under discussion with our higher management also. And if everything goes well, definitely you will be seeing GROWATT Make in India inverters in near future.
So apart of the inverters, if you can tell us about the other product and that ranges, that would be very grateful to you.
So earlier we started our business with only string inverters. So and these string inverters are basically used for grid tied application. But along with that, we are also coming up with off-grid inverters, hybrid inverters, battery storage. Recently, we have launched our EV chargers also. So we are also entering into EV segment, and we are having a vast range of products in EV like single-phase chargers, three-phase chargers, and also fast DC chargers. Along with that, in this area, we have launched our new hybrid inverter up to 100 kilowatt with battery backup system. And lately, we have also launched our portable power system of 2 kilowatt. So this is also a good product that we are getting good response from the customers. So these are some of the new products along with our on-grid inverters that we have launched in India.
You mean to say that portable power system that can replace the DG applications or the off-grid inverter, which is available into market? Uh,
Not exactly. Basically, the portable power system, it's just like an UPS system where if you want, you are going any outskirts area where electricity is not available. So in that particular scenario, you can just charge this particular portable power system with your grid or with your DC power supply or PV panels, and the same can be utilized without any grid supply up to 2000 watt of output power you can provide, and a backup of 1.5 kWh. So easily you can run or charge your mobiles, you can run small bulbs or fans, etc.
that is the great initiative. I think the India needs this kind of product more, wherein the power fluctuation is already being in trouble for the many of the states in India, and many of the outskirts areas where the power has still is not in the proper demand. So where they can utilize this product. So it is on available for sale with through your
This will
channel
be
network. Or?
available from next year onwards. Yeah, this is the platform where we have launched this particular product, but from next year we'll be making it available for the Indian market.
But do we have the high capacity of this same
Right
product?
now we have starting with 2000 watt only. In near future we will see, because we have kept it portable. So if you are going to increase the capacity, then it would not be in that category. So maybe we will be restricting to 2000 watt only for the time being.
You talk about the EV chargers also you have introduced. Now coming to the almost major already brands are there into the Indian market, right? How do you differentiate your product to the other competitors?
The EV chargers that we are providing is not just a EV charger, but we are having some inbuilt features through which it is possible for you to connect your EV charger with your existing PV power plant. So if you are having a PV power plant available at your residence or your industry, so that PV power can be used to charge your vehicles. So instead of drawing the power from the grid, all the EV vehicles can be charged with the help of solar. So that is one additional benefit that we are incorporating in our EV chargers, apart from which is making us differentiate from our competitors.
So that sort of hybrid technology we can say.
Sort of, yes.
Right. Coming to the hybrid kind of inverters, India is still into the very initial stage of hybrid adoption, right? Wherein the many of the utility has not approved this kind of technology to be adopted on. So, what do you see the foresee of the hybrid technology into India?
Definitely, maybe after a year or two, the storage is going to be a bigger market in India, because even though now we are not having that much of crisis related with the electricity, but whatever the energy which is being wasted can be utilized in the form of storage and can be utilized during the non-sunny hours. So definitely storage is the future, and maybe in a year or two we will see more projects coming up with storage solutions.
Do you see why the government is, because we have seen that the many government, state governments has reluctant onto the reverse power systems, failure of that grids, and that's why they are not approving the hybrid power to be utilized for the residential or the other applications. So, what has to be taken care while considering the hybrid power or choosing the hybrid power technology?
Now, basically, if you're talking with the government regulations, so they are having there some norms related with the on-grid. I'm not exactly sure regarding the hybrid, what are the different regulations that the discoms are providing. But yes, when we are talking about the on-grid systems, there are certain regulations like CA regulations that we need to follow. And as per that, most of our utility-based inverters, we have already been tested in third-party labs for the same. So we are complying with most of the regulations that is required for the Indian market.
That's great. So, coming to the part of the volumes, you are already enjoying the number one and number three position throughout the globe. What would be your the next strategy for the Indian market?
That I cannot disclose it right now, but yes, we want to remain at the same position in near future also, and we are having a huge, what we can say, targets for the Indian market, and we are trying to increase multifolds. Like compared with last year, we have already done twice the business that we have done in 2021. and still it is one quarter is remaining. So we are very much positive, and the same growth we are expecting in coming years also.
That's fantastic, Santanu. Thank you very much for your support and insights of giving the opportunity as an industrial outlook to us. So definitely, the Indian market, which is growing more, and the kind of company which you are representing, that will give India and benefit or opportunity to reach to the target level which has been already set by government of India, which is I think 500 gigawatt by 2030, and plus net zero carbon emission by 2050. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.